Hey everybody, it's Allie Edwards. Welcome to story number 18 in my December daily album for 2024. Yesterday I did a little story, got Ernie over here, general documenting, had some fun playing around filling in those pockets so that I could get into this spread. That's going to be a birthday spread. So we have two kids' birthdays here. Elliot turned 18 on the 12th and Audrey turned 16 on the 15th. And I have photos for Audrey, but I actually don't have any photos for Elliot, which is fine because he would rather not be included in photos that are on the internet, which is also fine. And we don't spend any time thinking about that. We let everybody make choices for themselves. So I think what I'm going to do, what I have is some Audrey pictures here. So I have a picture from our party, a picture from when we went to a concert really recently, and then a picture of her with her car. So she got her license yesterday. It's very exciting. So crazy. We have one more kid that's going to get, it will be Anna in February. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do maybe all of this, and then maybe one card I'll just have a little thing of like, not pictured, Elliot turned 18, or something like that. Maybe that's what I'll do on the back. Maybe I'll put a baby picture of him or something else. Like, he just has his own vibe, which is totally fine. So with this one, I kind of think what I'm going to do, so I have the December story cards in here, which are from the main kit. I think I'm just going to actually slip the photos in, because I don't think that I'm going to add anything onto the photos. Get that guy in there. I don't think I'm going to add anything onto the photos, is what I was just saying. But my initial thought is that I want to maybe stamp on here. Like, there's not a long story like to fill all of that in, but I could just stamp some details, right? Like, Audrey turned 16 and she had a party, and this is what she did at the party. It was like kind of a game. I gotta trim this one down. Like a game themed party. They played games, like board games and stuff like that. And then maybe talk a little bit about getting her license. That's kind of what I'm thinking I will do. And since I'm not doing long storytelling, I could just use my alpha stamps to stamp out a few different things. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. I'm also thinking, and I probably didn't even trim that one enough because I'm talking and doing something at the same time. I'm also kind of thinking of putting this in here. I've picked up some of these, and I love how they look, and I want to add one of them in here, so I feel like this is probably a good one. But let's see where we end up. Who knows? It's always a mystery. All right, after thinking through a few different ideas, I decided that I did have more to say than I originally thought. Originally, I was like, I might not have that many words. But what I ended up doing, also, this is a massive waste of sticker paper. I just want to acknowledge that straight out. Like, this is not the way to do it, but this is the way that I did it on this particular day. So I ended up writing about Audrey's birthday, just like what happened, what she did on the day, how she had a party and got her license, and some of those things that have happened over the last week or so since her birthday. And so I decided this time to just print on sticker paper and add the sticker paper right on top. You might have seen me do a little bit of I used my bone folder on top of the sticker paper just to get out some of the I'm going to say blurriness. It's not blurriness. It's just from the sticker paper, right? It's a matte sticker paper. So that's the first bit of writing there that I did. I have 3 photos. And what I'm doing now is I decided to bring these large circles. I think they're there must be 3.5-inch circles or so. Getting those out. Maybe they're bigger than that. I don't know. Anyway, my math right now is not great. That's 4 inches. They're probably 3.5. 3.5. Oh my gosh. So what I'm deciding to do on these is I'm doing at least one right now, which is going to say Audrey turned 16. So using the mixed stamp set. Also, note, I have lost the E already. I'm not a fan of this. Also, right there, I just messed up on the stamping, and I actually am going to end up using that later. So I think there were 3 of the large circles in the die cut set. The one that I just messed up on, actually what I end up doing, and I'm not showing this on the video, but what I'm ending up doing is using it on the back side of one of these where I'm going to add in a couple photos of Elliot and then just not share it. So Elliot's, the story about himself, will follow the similar formula. I'm just going to do it on the back side of the second page of the pocket page spread there. And so I've got a couple photos, and I'm going to do the same thing. But what I did is I punched out another circle and I just laid it on top of the mistaken stamping that I did on that first one. So again, using the stamp set, I really love the mixed letters. I have no idea where the E is. I've looked around. I looked on top of my other stamp sets, you know, 'cause sometimes I use the lids on those. Maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. So I just grabbed an E from a different stamp set since it's already a mixed stamp set. But yeah, the E is a pretty important stamp, so I'm going to have to do something about that. The next thing I did before I ended up doing another circle is I actually grabbed a bunch of my 3x4 journal cards that have sentiments on them. This is how I organize them. I organize them by journal cards that have space for writing, and then ones that have patterns, and then ones that are sentiments like this, right, where they're already filled up with words or they have a quote on them or something like that. So I'm just looking through these to see if there was one that would fit well with Audrey's birthday, and I was going to use the work hard, play hard one was the one that I kind of set aside. But then I decided, you know what, I have another one of these circles and I could just write happy birthday on there, because on the other one I wrote Audrey turned 16, but I could just write happy birthday girl or stamp happy birthday girl on this one and have that nice repetition of those large circles. So the first page of this pocket page spread has a journaling card on one, then it has the large circle, and then it has a photo. And then the second page has two photos, one of Audrey from a concert and one in her car. And then it'll have this spot here with the circle stamping. I also did another thing of journaling that I must not have put in the little video, just another thing on sticker paper. So the first journaling is talking about just what she chose to do for her birthday and getting her license and that kind of stuff. And then the second one I did that's up on the top, that one is like, I think I did 8 things about her right now. So just picking out some details of things that are going on in her own life, capturing those things. That's what I put on the other one. Again, using sticker paper, did that same thing. I also took these guys here, the circles on the vellum, and I ran them through my sewing machine. The star vellum there was from a different kit. I think it was actually from the July Stories by the Month kit. We do vellum in our Stories by the Month kits now, and I think that that's where that's from. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add the holly jolly in here. I think these large plastic phrases are so cute. So I'm going to add that in here, and I'm punching the holes. I'm just lining it up with the holes and then using the We Are Memory Keepers hole punch. I'm also going to use one of or two of the small circles, the gold circles there, and I put the number 18 on top. I'm going to put another one of these gold rimmed circles, paper circles, on the back of the jolly, and you'll see that in a second here. So it's like back to back. So this one, you know, I could have done this on story 16 and had all the numbers lined up, but I didn't. So this is Audrey turns 16 for story number 18. That's how we're going with it. Then I pulled out my chipboard that I have organized by shape, because I was going to see what kind of a circle chipboard piece I might have that could go on that metal, or not metal, the gold rimmed circle piece of paper right there. Just kind of going through those. These are ones that, you know, after years of doing story kits and years of different kinds of kits, I just have a good stash of those. The one I picked is one that says super cool. I thought that was a fun add-in. And I love how this one turned out. It's pretty straightforward, looks cute. Again, like I said, I did a little thing for Elliot on the back. You might see it as I flip through in the future, but I didn't videotape myself, just trying to honor his request. So this is story number 18. We'll see you guys back here soon.